What's going on, guys? So today I want to share with you some lessons that you can take from the largest lead generation companies on the planet. So these are companies like Yelp, HomeAdvisor, Angie's List, and all of the subsidiaries beneath them, because about 2 years ago, HomeAdvisor had actually merged with Angie's List to create a new publicly traded company called ANGI Home Services. Combining those two, plus the other global lead generation businesses that HomeAdvisor has acquired over the years, they're pushing over $1 billion in revenue. Now, granted, they do a lot more than just strictly selling leads and generating phone calls. They have a lot of other different forms of revenue that come into the business, but that just shows the absolute potential that there is when it comes to generating leads for businesses. Even if you just generate 0.5% of what they have done, granted they have staff and lots of costs, and they also run a lot of ads on TV. They run a ton of Google ads, Facebook ads. You'll see them everywhere, especially if you go to their site. You're going to get retargeted. They know exactly what they're doing. So some of the biggest lessons that you can take from HomeAdvisor and Yelp and all these other gigantic sites is just the simple website structure that they have. So basically that's just a homepage, which is where we're at right here. And then they structure it a little bit differently than we would with a WordPress site, because I'm sure each one of these companies has a massive team of developers to do all of the stuff that their sites do. But with doing pay-per-call and lead gen, all we need to do is basically just build out just your basic core pages, about and contact, etc., etc. But here's where things come into play. It's just like any other local site. So let's say you have your service area here, and actually, you know what? I'm going to make it further down here so that way we can expand upon it. So we have the service, and you have the service area page, which is similar to clicking on this page down here. It says more cities, and then it says browse by state. So that would be essentially what we have here, where this page lists out Alaska, Alabama, everything in alphabetical order, all the way down to Wisconsin, Wyoming. So each one of those states would have a link to it. And then so a person, if they're going from the homepage, would then visit, they would click on whatever state they are in or where they need the work done in. And let's say they click on the Minnesota page. So they get brought to the Minnesota page. So we'll just do the abbreviation. And granted, the structure here of the URL is, again, totally different than what we would do over on WordPress. It would basically be just /service area or /areas we serve, whatever terminology you want to use, and then it would be /Minnesota. So then, from there, you would have your list of cities with all of the cities that are covered by your affiliate network's coverage list that they provide you. And so then we scroll down here to the bottom, and let's say we try to find... We'll go to Inver Grove Heights. So then we click Inver Grove Heights. So let's do IGH. And on that page, we have all of the list of services that a person can select from. And so this page is essentially a directory to then get to the individual service plus city pages for Inver Grove Heights. So let's say we click on the roofing one, which is right here. So granted, they have their featured pro where it will go to the profile that they have set up for that company. But let's say we want to do repair a metal roof. So then what you land on here is a city plus service page. And so then you land on Inver Grove Heights roofing. And that's what this page is right here. Now, the page that you or I would build would not look like this. It would basically be just like any other city plus service page for any of the sites that you have built, where it's got content, imagery, all that good stuff. And that is what you would build out here on this page. And while this all looks ridiculously complicated with all these different steps, it would actually be extremely, extremely simple to build in WordPress, because what you have is basically just your parent pages and child pages, and you just keep building the steps down to get to the city plus service page. So how that URL structure would look would be /service area for this page here, or this page actually, and then you have your state. So we just do MN, or if you wanted to do the full name, whatever you prefer. Then you break it down to the city. So we do Inver Grove Heights, and then you break it down one more time to get roofing contractor or whatever the service is. And that is a ridiculously long URL. However, as long as your meta title, meta description are on point and the content on the page is on point, you'll have no problem ranking. So it does get a little bit more complicated when it comes to doing the actual backlinks and that sort of stuff, and being as the homepage is not a local business. It's essentially a directory style site. When it comes to your off-page links and that sort of stuff, there's a lot more complexity that comes into it. Now, building out the actual site is relatively simple. It's just going to take a lot of effort and a lot of time. So if you wanted to do this with just one niche, let's say you wanted to do it with roofing, you could do roofingpros.com and then do the similar URL structure for all of the cities in the states that are covered by the offer that you are promoting. Or if you wanted to take on a big challenge and do every niche that is under the sun essentially for home services, you could do that also. So the reason I bring this up in this video is because we just partnered up with Lead Smart, which is a beginner-friendly affiliate network, which you can apply to join in the link right down below this video. And the unique thing with them is that they have and the unique thing about Lead Smart is that you can do either just the typical style of get one phone number for a particular offer. Let's say it's a roofing offer or a cleaning offer, whatever it is. They have an offer for just about every single home service you can think of. Now, Lead Smart is unique in a way because they offer two different solutions to getting phone numbers for your websites. If you wanted to just do niche specific offers, so you want to do one plumbing one roofing, one whatever, you can do that individually. If you wanted to build a nationally focused site, just like what we talked about here, you can do that because they allow you to have an all-in-one phone number where if someone makes a call from wherever they are in the country, as long as it is covered within the state and the city where that particular service is offered by Lead Smart's buyer, then that call gets routed to their call center where the person then says, okay, hey, I need a cleaner, I'm in this area. Then they route them directly to that company. And then similar to other networks, if they're on the phone for a specific duration, you get paid. So they also allow you to monetize contact form submissions. So this would work great because they only require name, zip code, phone number, and the service that they are looking for. And then it gets routed to the appropriate professional in that specific area. So rather than having to worry about multiple phone numbers and that sort of stuff, if you wanted to build a nationally focused site or only being able to do it with one niche, you can build a similar site to HomeAdvisor or Angie's List and really tap into what they have proven to be just an absolutely gigantic market. So there's a link to join them right down below in this video. So hopefully this has gotten your wheels turning a bit with building out sites and working with a network that allows you to do contact form submission, as well as using an all-in-one phone number to target multiple niches for the areas you want to build a site targeting. So take this information and put it to work. If you don't do anything with the information, you're not going to get anywhere. So being as we just had this new partnership begin with Lead Smart, I'm going to be building out a nationally focused site similar to HomeAdvisor where it offers all the different services. So if you're not already subscribed, be sure to go down below, smash that subscribe so that way you can stay up to date on the journey of me sharing what I do on a daily basis within my business when I'm working with clients, when I'm working with lead gen sites, with selling my course and doing all of the cool funnel stuff and email marketing that goes along with it and just a whole lot more. So if you're not subscribed, go down below, smash that, hit the bell for notifications so that way you know when the newest content is live. If you want to get more advanced training just like this, where you can learn step-by-step guided training, there's a link right down below to my course where you can get access to that, plus done for you website design and SEO services. So I'll see you guys in the next video.